So yeah, Conbravo 2015. Pretty much the third convention I've ever attended at all. And I gotta say, this was probably the one I had the most fun with, honestly. You know, yeah, all the way up in Hamilton and whatnot. But anyways, I did get some games and whatnot that I explain at the end of the video, and you will be seeing some footage and whatnot of my trip there. But I mainly wanted to talk about this right here. Yeah, high school terror story. Funny thing is how I got Pat the NES Punk and Norman Caruso, the gaming historian, to sign this. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure Pat's typically signed NES games, maybe Super Nintendo games, maybe Master System, N64 games, or hell, maybe even TurboGrafx 16, Genesis, or hell, even PS3 games. Who knows what people bring to have him sign, or maybe his DVDs. And I'm bringing this incredibly obscure, unheard of Japanese Saturn game, because they didn't hear about it. And Pat looked at this and he was like, high school terror story? What is this, a dating sim? And yeah, so I had him sign it, and he was even joking, saying how this girl is his future wife, which I kind of got a chuckle out of. And then gave it to gaming historian. I did have a small clip of meeting him there. I did attend both their Q&As, and I think I probably will add in the video clips of my questions, because why not? Because yeah, I mean, I still find it quite something that caught them to sign something obscure and dumb like this. And yeah, I did mention to them that this was pretty much the worst Sega Saturn game ever. And granted, there might be a small chance that I actually piss somebody off saying that, because who knows, maybe this game actually is liked. But again, considering how little information there is, I don't feel guilty at all saying that I did not like this game at all. I actually hate this game almost. But hey, got something obscure and kind of fucked signed by two pretty cool people. And I got games, of course, and what else did I do? I attended this thing called Rare Video Game Collectibles, The Greatest Finds, or whatever. I don't remember what the full title was. That was kind of cool. Went to the gaming hall, played games and whatnot, played the Sega Master System for the first time, at least on actual hardware, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I think without further ado, here's some clips. That would pretty much be the earliest I've ever filmed a video. I'm a little tired, but hey, at least I'm going to Conbravo real soon, and hopefully the good old Saturn collection right here will expand a bit, as will the good old Super Nintendo and NES and PS1 and Atari 2600. It's gonna be good, and also see some people. Conbravo is gonna be fun, and with that, that's my introduction. Let's go. Look at that, Genesis with Gunstar Heroes. Apparently somebody paid $60 for that. Got a GameCube and Neo Geo. Wow, I've never seen this before. That's awesome. Got an N64, of course, Mario 64, PS2. There's also an Atari 2600 and a Saturn. Xbox, PS3. Of course, it's E.T. on the Atari. The Saturn with a golf game that I've never heard of. Oh yes, they got a Master System. Gotta play that. Oh hey, it's the Retron 5. Another system I have not seen in real life. They expect you to bring your own games because there's no cartridges in here. Huh. Even though this is a Neo Geo X controller, it still feels really nice, actually. Even though, again, this isn't an actual Neo Geo AES, it's still pretty good. This is the Atari I was looking for, but hey, still pretty cool to see this in real life. A nice wood grain finish. One of the worst game for it. I can see with like some of these, they wanted you to like bring your own GameCube controllers. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have, but you know, still, how about that?
Yeah, and it's kind of looking doubtful at this point. Yeah, I think the only we had was in there, and I think it might have already got picked.
We should have checked.
Yeah.
Always.
No, girl.
He's super popular. Definitely should be Shinx's though. He's pretty common.
Oh my god! It's a wonder.
I don't know. Dogs keep them.
Was becoming bad.
Yeah.
They told me it wouldn't be worth it because they will cure the far side.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Tenchi Muyo. You know, they had a game on the Saturn with a ridiculously long name that I'll edit in when I'm, you know, editing this. Look at all these plushes and whatnot. Probably expensive as hell, but still. Yeah. If only it was cartridge only, oh my god. This is amazing.
Oh, from me.
Wow. The worst Saturn game I've ever played.
Is this like a dating simulator?
Yeah, and even if it was in English, I don't think I'd enjoy it much more. It's just one of those games.
Wow.
Who here has never seen my Pat Daniels pump videos in here? Oh wow. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. You're bored?
No, I'm kidding. That's too bad.
Oh, you sir, why are you here? So we can do that.
Me? Okay, I was wondering, do you plan on getting more of the, like, Japanese Famicom exclusive games like Atlantis, no Nazo, and stuff like that?
I'm actually not familiar with that one. Which one is that? Atlantis No Nazo?
It's I think it's by Sunsoft, and it's mainly interesting because it's one of the few games that actually uses the Famicom's microphone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know that. It's hard to get into another console because it's like, okay, now I'm going to be opened up to hundreds of games that I want to buy. So, I've been veering more towards the PAL game exclusive, like New Ghost. I did the review of New Ghostbusters 2. I bought Elite because that's a port of the PC game. There's a dealer here that has some. I might buy a couple, but I'm more going towards that first. That's still NES before, because I'm sort of winding down the collection. I say that having spent a lot of money this year on Turbo CD games and
Saturn games and Sega CD games?
yes, that I threw in the garbage. I literally had bought those a week before I shot that video, and I said, this will be a funny joke to throw these expensive games in the garbage. And
Yeah.
sometimes the stuff writes itself like that. I was like, oh, that'd be a funny joke. Okay. So,
So, probably been asked a million times, but how did you meet Frank?
how did I meet Frank? Next question. That might be revealed in the future. I mean, it's not.
He's your dad, isn't he?
He's not. Why do people think he's my dad? Why do you think
Not there.
Who calls your dad Frank? Like, that's
To turn us from it.
Yes, sir.
This is my second time at Conbravo. I was here 2 years ago, and when Mark emailed me and asked me to come this time, he said, hey, I'd like you to do a panel. And I've been asked to do a panel before, but I was never really comfortable or ready to do one. But I figured, you know, I'm doing this full time now. It's time I stepped up and did a full panel for you guys. So this is it, the very first Game Historian panel.
What's the worst game you've played? Ever?
The worst game I played?
Yes, your most hated one.
Shoot. I really, really don't like Silent Service. Submarine Simulator, I just don't like it. There's one on the Atari called Firefly.
Oh yeah, that game.
Not a good game.
Mark from Classic Game Room hates that game.